Welcome to a webinar on the educational opportunities available to people who want to become piano technicians. There are a ton of resources available in this day and age. If you are going to invest in an education, you deserve a return on your investment. Now, almost all of the best piano technology schools have been founded and run by members of the PTG. This is an exclusive, but the PTG has spent the last 60 years promoting the highest possible standard for piano service and helping people from all kinds of backgrounds advance their skills in the trade through relationships, community, and certification. And many of our members with a passion for education have gone on to focus on teaching the next generation.
Now, finding your educational path is easy. Step 1, explore your PTG member resources. Step 2, find a mentor or school. And step 3, build confidence and learn everything you need.
Let's start with step 1, explore your PTG member resources. The archive of information inside the PTG is deep and full of everything you need to know about this trade.
All of our online resources are available in the member area of our website, myptg.org. Now, most of our early archives are on paper, but much of this information has been converted into online resources for our members. And more recently, the PTG has been working to provide even more online resources.
And the home office in Kansas City hosts a variety of topics several times a year featuring hands-on training in small group settings.
And every summer, we also host an annual conference and technical training institute that is the largest gathering of piano technicians in the world. And as a member of PTG, you are going to get a significant discount on your registration the first time you attend, which helps offset your entire first year of dues.
And we also host regional conferences all over the United States. These events are easy to attend, provide technical training, and the opportunity to network with other professionals in your region. And as a PTG member, you will receive a discounted registration for all of these events.
The PTG is also organized into around 150 small local chapters, made up of members in your immediate area. These chapters host local gatherings, technical training, and other social events, usually 3 to 10 times a year.
The Piano Technician Journal is a monthly publication produced by the PTG for the last 60 plus years. You will start receiving your copy of the journal as soon as you join, and if you are just getting started and want to benefit from the last 50 years of technical training, this is available in digital form.
The PTG Piano Technicians Playground is a unique hands-on training event that was created by 2 of our formal journal staff. This event is periodically hosted by a local chapter to make it more accessible to young technicians looking for training opportunities closer to home.
Certification is a huge part of what the PTG provides to the industry. If you are studying for one of your registered piano technician exams, we also have a periodic training event called Exam Prep on the Road.
Being part of the PTG also means you get access to our membership database and the opportunity to build relationships and community with some of the best technicians in the world. And this includes many of our members who run the schools.
And lastly, the PTG also provides online forums and groups where our members can gather to discuss technical challenges, share life, and build relationships. Because we believe it is important to provide a space, free of ads, where our members can come to engage other professionals. Regardless of where you are at in your journey, the PTG wants to support you and give you the resources you need to pursue the highest possible standard for your work and your profession. If you need anything, contact our staff at the home office and we will help you find the resources you need.
Let's move on to step 2, find a mentor or school. Everything you need can be found at ptg.org/training. But let's dive into the things that will help you find your educational path towards becoming a professional piano technician.
The first question to ask is, should I do a mentorship or enroll in one of the schools? Our answer is yes, plan to do both, because they each focus on different things.
Let's start by talking about mentorship. Now, this is a big topic, which is why we have devoted an entire video to helping you understand the mentorship opportunities available through our members. The only thing that's important to know now is that mentorship opportunities exist for beginners, intermediate, and advanced level technicians who are looking to refine their skills, be more efficient, and deepen their understanding of their craft. And we have mentorships available to meet whatever financial resource limitations you might have, or generally any topic you want to learn. So check out our other video for more information.
Another option is to look into the different schools. So let's spend some time highlighting some of the schools that have been founded and run by members of the PTG and other outside educational opportunities.
Now, the PTG doesn't endorse any of these schools or receive paid ads from them for covering them. We are simply sharing with you the opportunities that we know exist so you can do your own research. The first thing we will cover are the traditional on-site programs where students attend in person, either as a full-time student or a part-time student. At the top of the list is North Bennett Street School in Boston, which has 140 years of history teaching things like piano technology and piano rebuilding.
Next is Florida State University's Master of Arts with a focus in piano technology. This is a graduate level program that teaches concert level work, action rebuilding, and among other things, the skills you need to become the head technician at a large music school.
And then there is a 2-year artist diploma from Oberlin Conservatory of Music that covers concert level service, maintenance, and rebuilding.
And if you are not located in the United States or Canada, we have a list of international programs on the PTG website and in the downloadable guide.
Next, we are going to highlight training opportunities from manufacturers. At the top of the list, oh, I'm sorry, Chris.
At the top of the list is Steinway & Sons, both in New York and Hamburg, Germany. Several times a year, they host in-depth technical training for technicians associated with their dealers and universities who are all Steinway schools. But the spots are limited opportunities for freelancers in the industry.
Yeah, and Chris, the reality is that Steinway puts all Steinway technicians and their technicians associated with their dealers at the top of the list because that's really what these are for. But the opportunities for freelancers do exist. You just have to contact Steinway and get on a waiting list. So if this is something you're interested, go ahead and just get your name on the list. You might need to wait a few years before your name pops up. Now, Renner is an action parts manufacturer with a deep history in our industry. They host the Renner Academy each year for rebuilders and technicians looking to deepen their knowledge on things like action rebuilding, regulation, and concert level voicing.
The same is true for Mason and Hamlin and their carbon fiber parts, Wessel, Nickel, and Gross. They regularly provide tools, training, and educational events for technicians interested in using their products.
Bösendorfer in Vienna, which is now owned by Yamaha, has historically provided concert-level training to their dealers and technicians to help support the unique demands of Bösendorfer artists around the world.
Bechstein in Germany has the C. Bechstein Technicians Academy.
Kawai and Shiguru Kawai have sponsored training through the PTG events for decades, as well as other resources for their dealers and technicians.
And the same is true for newer companies like Hailoon. Now, in addition to hands-on opportunities, there are also many training programs starting to evolve through online platforms.
So let's discuss online courses and training opportunities. And most of the graduates of these programs and many of the programs themselves will emphasize that finding a mentor who can provide hands-on education is an important element to add to their curriculum. Because in this trade, you can only learn so much by watching a video. But that being said, there is still a lot you can learn from these programs.
The most prominent is the pianotechniciansacademy.com. They provide a structured online course full of videos and training on topics like tuning, repair, regulation, and voicing. For many people coming into this trade, this is one of their first steps.
There is also the butlerschool.org, which is an online school of piano technology.
Another is a group of educators at proptn.org who provide articles, study groups, and other educational content to people wanting to learn the trade and advance their skills.
Howtotunepianos.com, that is more focused specifically on improving aural tuning skills.
And piano technician tutorials that provide some great resources on specific topics like regulation tips and tricks and voicing.
Over the past decade, we have seen many different tools and programs shift to online education. So do your research and find a program that meets your needs. And lastly, we will cover the traditional correspondence courses that have helped many people over the decades get started in this trade. The oldest advertised course is the American School of Piano Technology. This is a traditional correspondence course that provides materials, tools, and instruction for its students.
For an updated list of programs run by our members and other training opportunities, visit ptg.org/training. Regardless of whatever educational path you decide is best for you, the next step is to build confidence and learn everything you need.
And the truth is, by this point, you are already well on your way. You have all the resources of the PTG, guidance from a mentor or school, and the opportunity to attend trainings, build relationships, and start your journey towards certification and becoming a registered piano technician. And as soon as you get past the basic training, you realize that almost all of this involves improving your skills through circles of refinement. First, you learn to tune, then regulate, then voice. And then you enhance your perception of tone. Then you get even better at tuning, further refine your regulation skills, and then you go through the cycle again. And the longer you're in this trade, the more opportunities you will have to practice your skills at higher and higher levels. And not coincidentally, this is exactly the process you use to prep a concert level instrument. First, you tune, regulate, then voice. Then you focus on even smaller improvements in tuning, regulation, and tone. And you keep focusing on smaller and smaller improvements until you have the piano performing at its best.
By choosing to hold yourself to the highest possible standard, you will quickly gain success and build more confidence in your work.
And because of your connections within the PTG, you will have plenty of opportunities to know what good work sounds like, looks like, and feels like. I will never forget the first time I played a piano prepped by one of the technicians at a national convention. And wow, I remember walking away and thinking both, I want to do that level of work, and I'm so glad I now have the tools to do it.
The key is to know the bar you need to aim for and to know how to set yourself the highest possible standard for your work. And if you need to find good pianos to practice on, check the tips we provide in the downloadable guide to this video.
The worst thing you can do early in your career is damage your reputation. This happens when you get in over your head and can't deliver something you thought you could figure out how to do.
By finding a good mentor and education program, you can successfully learn this trade and build confidence in your skills. With the right resources, you will learn in a fraction of the time. Because YouTube doesn't have everything, do some research, you schedule a free call with a mentor, and sign up for the training program that fits your needs. If you follow these steps, you can quickly go from someone who knows nothing about how to service a piano to someone who is on track to become an RPT and a master in your field of study.